When I got into the business, one of the things that I found that I really enjoy is sitting across the conference table from clients and prospects, getting to ask questions that maybe a typical financial advisor wouldn't ask. And you're the one who taught me that it's more than just talking about numbers, talking about how much do you make, money coming in, going out, and what your goals are and things like that. There's other questions that typically financial advisors might not ask. So when you think of questions that sometimes take clients a bit off guard because they wouldn't expect a financial advisor to ask them that, what are some examples of unique questions?
Well, I would take a step back and I would say the questions that you're talking about, the obvious questions, are what I call the survive questions. Okay, what do you spend? Where's the funding coming from? When do you want to retire? Who's yet to go through school? You know, those kind of things.
And we have to cover those, right?
We have to cover those. Those are, we're remiss if we don't. So we cover those. Those are the survive questions. But then we get to the fun stuff. This is the thrive questions, and this is the thrive questions. And what's the stuff that really excites you? Now, some of those, I don't know about excite, but they should be asked. It's like, are there other family members for whom you're going to be responsible? Maybe that's parents, maybe that's a sibling, maybe, or maybe just whatever. But that's a question that needs to be asked. But then we get to start asking about causes that are important to the clients, and why are these causes important to you? You know, we have one client that has suffered a cancer that only happens to 3 or 4 people in the world a year. Okay, well this person, out of our conversation, this comes out, and we find out that obviously it's underfunded. Any research in this area is underfunded. That was an exciting conversation. We were excited. That person was excited as well. I feel so blessed. I've got all my kids in town. I've got my grandchildren in town. We get to see everybody all the time. A lot of people don't have that, and so one of the answers to their thrive question is when we say, what would you like to see happen there? And then that's when they start talking about the wanting to make sure that they have a big vacation funded every year. It doesn't have to be an extravagant vacation, but it's a big vacation that brings everybody in the family together. These are the thrive questions that people get excited about. It's charities that they're interested in. It's causes that they want to advance. It's family togetherness that they want to foster. These are the thrive questions that I like to ask. We like to get answers to, and sometimes I think it's important to not have that as a tag on at the end of a meeting, but let's set up a meeting and talk only about the thrive questions. That's how they know how important it is, but it's still their doing, it's still their deal, but we might be able to help them do it a little better, but we get a front row seat to heroes.
Right, that's right.
And I love it.
And it's really interesting, and it's fun to watch the client, the light come on when they recognize how the survive and the thrive questions can work together, and once they can see how the numbers work for not just the survive questions, but also how they can fuel the things that they're really passionate about, like spending time with family or causes that they care about.
And isn't it interesting how often we see that some of the indulgences kind of fall off as the thrive issues rise, and that's
Right.
cool. That's
Right.
really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.